Hello everybody and welcome to the Darlington Raceway for the NASCAR Cup Series Southern 500 and the regular season finale. This is the last opportunity for any drivers below the cut line to win and make their way into the playoffs. Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher on the front row as they lead us to the green flag, and we are underway here in the Southern 500. Who is going to bring home the victory tonight? It is Chris Buescher on the inside over Kyle Larson on the outside lane with the lead, as Buescher in a must-win situation to make the playoffs. Of course, one of the top contenders really to win some race. A caution already, a huge crash down into turn 1 and 2 as Ross Chastain got turned there by Kyle Busch, collecting Todd Gilliland, Christopher Bell, Justin Haley, and others here into turn 1, as well as Eric Jones is in it. You got Corey LaJoie back here. Stenhouse piles in as well. Daniel Hemrick. A lot of cars involved in an early big one here at Darlington, as the carnage already starting early in this race, as is expected here at the Southern 500s. Chris Buescher will lead the opening lap of racing here in the Southern 500. Now back underway on lap number 5 onto lap 6. It is Chris Buescher now alongside Ty Gibbs on the front row. Of course, Gibbs, one of the main contenders for the playoffs. He already has that win earlier this season at Bristol. As Buescher once again clear for the lead, but don't look far behind him. There's a 45 of Tyler Reddick, another driver who's got a win to punch in his ticket to the playoffs. Of course, Reddick is like top 8 in points, but since he does not have a win and we have 16 winners, he is not eligible for the playoffs unless he wins this race. So here he goes to the inside of Buescher. Here comes Tyler Reddick, looking for the race lead here at Darlington, side by side with Chris Buescher as they go down into turn 1. And Buescher, a great run on the outside through 1 and 2, clears Tyler Reddick and will hold the race lead going down the back straightaway here over Reddick, Gibbs, and Larson. Now, if you'll say, Reddick has now still in second, still Buescher leading. Larson holding off Ty Gibbs for third place. And caution is out on the racetrack. We got Daniel Suarez with huge damage down the front stretch, gets dumped by Josh Berry. Suarez spins to the inside wall. Your 2022 NR2003 champion around, and will likely miss the playoffs for the first time since 2021. And now it is Chris Buescher who will lead us back to the caution, having a strong fast car early in this race as he leads here in the Southern 500, just 11 laps in. Now back underway on lap 15 after that caution is now Eric Jones, two-time Southern 500 winner on the front row. On the outside, chase lane, but Chastain has been sent around again. Before we even made it to the start-finish line, he got turned around by Bubba Wallace. Chastain, a 3-time winner this season, could not have, he could afford that to happen, but still not helping his day to get some extra playoff points in this regular season. But by the way, Eric Jones is leading this race and driving away as he tries to get his second win of this season. As of course, he won at Talladega earlier in the season, right before he missed that race at Dover due to the back injury. And so he will lead over Reddick at the line. Now, back around lap 20, more pit strategy. It is Tyler Reddick now on the inside of Ryan Blaney for the race. He's gone in turn 1, and now Reddick will take the lead away at Darlington for the first time tonight. Can Reddick bring home the win and lock himself into the playoffs? We will find out. Behind him, Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney for a second. Gibbs will take that position away. Some intense 2 and 3 wide racing towards the back half of the field. And oh, cars coming down pit road. There is Denny Hamlin and Justin Haley. And now 3 wide down this front stretch for everyone else. Gibbs now got to run the inside of Reddick, trying to take that lead away. What can Ty Gibbs do to get by the 45 of Tyler Reddick? Byron and Priest making lots of contact there through 1 and 2. Looks like Priest will hold on to that position for now. And meanwhile, Tyler Reddick is driving away with the lead. Now a caution has come out once again as we get back underway on lap 27. John Hunter Nemechek in the 42 is out of this race, as well as Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon, this is not him, that's the 4 of Josh Berry, very similar. So Nemechek is out with another car that I can't quite see the number of. Zane Smith, by the way, just took the lead from Kyle Larson on this restart, trying to pull off a massive upset, which would be huge for him. Larson in second, of course. We know how strong he is here at Darlington. Real life won the Southern 500 last year. Can he do it once again here in our simulations at Darlington? He gets right on the outside of Zane Smith. A brilliant move by Kyle Larson, and he will take the lead away from Zane Smith. Now, if you have stayed over, you're watching the lap car of Suarez with that no hood or bumper on that car. Lots of damage. Trying to hold back Michael McDowell and Chase Briscoe. Trouble into the wall. There goes Chris Buescher and Tyler Reddick. 2 of the fastest cars who are a must-win get slammed by Daniel Hemrick in the 31. And just like that, Tyler Reddick and Chris Buescher's playoff hopes may have just gone up in smoke. coming out of turn 2. Right turns Buescher to the wall, and the Reddick gets slammed hard right in the left front quarter panel by the 31 of Hemrick. Big impact there, and that could cost Tyler Reddick a spot in the playoffs, which is huge as he's been so strong all year long. Now he might miss the playoffs. Now we're back into lap 35 as indeed the 45 of Tyler Reddick is out of this race and will be eliminated from playoff contention. Heartbreak for the 45. And unfortunately, a strong car like that will miss the playoffs due to the amount of winners we have this season. Bowman just came down pit road, coming to the green. Now it's Stuart Haas front row, Ryan Preece, and Josh Berry. We are back underway here at Darlington. Preece leading over Berry in second. And here comes William Byron on the outside, looking for that second spot now. How about an early great run for Kaz Gralla in the 15, running top 5, which is extremely impressive for that Rick Ware Racing driver. Preece, though, holds the lead over William Byron going into 3 and 4, but Byron gets a big run to the inside, swings to the left, makes the move, and here comes William Byron to the race lead at Darlington. And Hendrick continuing to show the pace here as Byron now leading after Larson led a good chunk of laps earlier. Now back underway on lap 43, it'll be Logano and Gibbs leading us to the green flag. I think Gibbs led that lap by a hair. As now he goes to the inside of Joey Logano, Eric Jones, and Timmy Hill right now in 4th with a lot of damage on that car, stacking up a ton of good cars behind him. That could be very chaotic, but Ty Gibbs clear for the lead here in Darlington in stage 1. Can Ty Gibbs get a huge win here in the Southern 500 and get some big momentum heading into the Cup Series playoffs that start next week at Atlanta? And now Gibbs leads away with Logano, and Gibbs will lead midway through stage number 1 here at the Darlington Raceway. And now behind him in front of us, there's trouble. His car spinning around. That's Timmy Hill to the inside wall. Shane Van Gisbergen narrowly avoiding. Todd Gilliland gets arca braked by Justin Haley. Big contact there. Gilliland goes around here. Michael McDowell just hooks the 66 of Timmy Hill. He spins to the inside wall. SVG had a little bit of contact with Keselowski, but manages to narrowly avoid the 66, and then Todd Gilliland just gets ran over there by Justin Haley. Unfortunate circumstance. Brings out the caution flag once again here in an attrition-filled race in the Southern 500 as Ty Gibbs easily leads Joey Logano. Now I get back in the restart after that incident. Haley and Timmy Hill DNF'd, leaving us with just 32 cars now in this race as Carson Hocevar in the 77 has just taken the race lead away from Joey Logano on the restart. Could Hocevar pull off the massive upset with his first career victory and lock in that spot in the playoffs? As he now leads over Logano, you got Chase Elliott on the outside trying to catch up and make a pass here as well. William Byron still right there. We know that 24 is a really fast Chevy today. He'll be a contender probably for the stage win if he can survive all the attrition. But how about this? Carson Hocevar leads a lap here in Darlington. A few laps later, here comes that 24, though. Byron around the outside of Hocevar, almost 3 wide. Byron will take the lead away in the Southern 500 from Carson Hocevar. Now on to lap 75, about 20 to go on the stage. Kyle Larson has caught his teammate William Byron, and here comes Larson on the outside, the 2021 Series champion, trying to make it happen. He is, with some stage points here, Larson should be able to lock in the regular season championship, which is huge, as that gets him 15 bonus playoff points, which would be huge for his upcoming playoff run here as he's on the inside of Byron. Can't quite make the pass. Byron holds the lead for now as they approach the lap traffic of Gralla and Stenhouse. Now into lap 80. Byron's still leading, but now he's behind Zane Smith on the inside. Larson behind Preece on the outside. 2 lap cars affecting how the end of this stage goes. Larson trying to get by Byron on the outside, and he will. Here comes Kyle Larson back to the lead once again in the Southern 500. As Zane Smith continues to block Byron. Larson going to get the run on exit of 4 right there. Still going to be side by side to the line, but Larson narrowly taking advantage over William Byron. Both of them still chasing down Preece, Zane Smith, and Noah Gregson, who currently is the last winner in on points. That 16th and final spot on the playoff grid, hoping for no upset winner, which the way these guys are running would not affect him. He would be A-okay. As now Larson clears Byron for the lead late in stage 1 here in the Southern 500. Now here we are coming to this is the last lap of stage 1, this time by Larson with a comfortable lead over William Byron after some lap traffic slowed Byron down. Out of turn 4 for the final time, Kyle Larson will win stage 1 of the Southern 500 here at Darlington. Another playoff point to what is going to be a monstrous total as he clinches the regular season championship. Byron comes home 2nd. Berry comes home 3rd. Ty Gibbs coming through to take 4th in the stage. Then you're going to have, how about a very impressive run from Chase Briscoe, who's going to come home 5th in this stage, followed by Keselowski in 6th. And then Joey Logano back here will come home in 7th, followed by Ross Chastain in 8th, Martin Truex in 9th, and Michael McDowell will earn the last stage point. So Larson, another playoff point, and locks in the regular season championship here with a strong performance to start the Southern 500. Now back underway in stage number 2. William Byron will take the lead back from his teammate Larson on the outside lane. Ty Gibbs, of course, lurking there in 3rd. We know Gibbs has a fast car today. He's been in contention all night long. But Byron with the advantage. Larson trying to come back on the inside. Larson looks like he clearly has the fastest car today, but Byron's been able to compete with him here for most of both stages here. It's through the lap traffic. They're pretty equal. Ty Gibbs also with a very strong run going right now, as Larson goes to the inside of William Byron for the lead to try to drive away with stage 2 as we look throughout the pack. Seems like everyone's going to make it through the corner safely here. Joey Logano just came down pit road, probably going to throw away the lead lap, as Larson now is clear of William Byron, and Larson retains the lead and is going to try to drive away here in the Southern 500. As now we on the caution as Chris Buescher just got turned head on into the outside wall. A huge hit sent in there by Suarez, and then just got drilled by Harrison Burton. And that will put an end to Chris Buescher's race and hopes to make the playoffs for a 3rd consecutive season will come to an end. He is out of playoff contention here at Darlington with a crash out. That's unfortunate. Buescher had a pretty solid season. Around goes to 48 of Bowman. He gets turned by LaJoy on the restart, and the caution comes out again. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, it is Byron behind a bunch of cars trying to get back on the lead lap here of Logano, McDowell. I think Bubba Wallace is up there. Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, which is very important. As you know, Briscoe and McDowell are lead lap guys who are legit contenders, getting stage points there. Now Noah Gragson gets turned by his teammate Priest. Larson's involved. Hard hit to the outside wall for the 5 of Kyle Larson, and all of a sudden, one of the favorites to win this race. Significant damage. Gets into Josh Berry, slams the outside wall. Significant contact from Eric Jones, former Southern 500 winner, who goes around. And the drama continues here in the Southern 500. Now Larson damage. How fast will he actually be? As Keselowski and Byron now lead us back to the green flag here on lap 180. See back here a lot of lap cars affecting different parts of the field. Everyone getting stacked up. Byron leads. Truex is 2nd. Got Keselowski 3rd on the lap car. The 11 of Denny Hamlin currently scored in 9th. You only have 8 cars on the lead lap. Now on the lap 195, it is Ty Gibbs who is taking the lead away from William Byron, and Gibbs trying to bring home the stage 2 win, which would be huge. Get him another playoff point to add to his total to begin the playoffs, as a caution has come out, and we have a restart now with on lap 209. So it's going to be about 20 to go on the stage. It is Truex and Gibbs, the Joe Gibbs Racing teammates, side by side for the lead. By the way, Denny Hamlin got the free pass. He's back on the lead lap, and Larson is slow and off the pace here on the restart from that damage. Luckily, there's only 9 cars on the lead lap, so he can still get 2 stage points here. But that's a disastrous turn of events for the 5 of Kyle Larson, as Ty Gibbs continuing to hold the lead, pulling away from Byron and Truex out of turn 4 here. And Ty Gibbs will continue to lead the Southern 500 here at Darlington. Behind us, though, Priest, Christopher Bell getting very aggressive, and big counting round goes Seabell. Hemrick gets sent by Priest to the inside wall, hard collecting Todd Gilliland. Into the outside wall goes the 31 and the 38, likely putting an end to both of their hopes to try to pull off an upset win and make the playoffs, as well as Ty Gibbs will lead Martin Truex Jr. back to the caution flag. That here is going to end stage 2, not quite yet. Then we're on the lap 224. Last lap of stage 2. Looks like Ty Gibbs is going to get the stage 2 win, as Hocevar has crashed out of this race as well, so he will not make the playoffs. And Ty Gibbs will win stage 2 here in Darlington. I another play point to his cause. Truex comes home 2nd. Denny Hamlin 3rd. Joe Gibbs 1, 2, 3. Byron and Keselowski around the top 5, followed by Berry, McDowell, Briscoe. Kyle Larson comes home in 9th, and Blaney, a lap down in 10th, gets the last stage point. So Ty Gibbs, your stage 2 winner here in the Southern 500. Now back underway in the 3rd and final stage of racing is William Byron on the front row, now with the 11 of Hamlin, who has clawed all the way back up to the front of the field after being 1 lap down since the first stage. Now we are back underway here with a little under 140 laps to go in this race. Byron on the outside, Hamlin on the inside. Byron got a good run down the backstretch, trying to clear Hamlin as they go into turn 3. Hamlin still staying on the inside lane. We know how good Hamlin is here. A 3-time Southern 500 winner. He dives to the inside of William Byron, and Hamlin will take the lead for the first time tonight in the Southern 500 over Byron in the final stage. What a move from Denny Hamlin. He's put himself in a great spot now to win this race and try to get closer to Kyle Larson in playoff points when we begin the playoffs next week at Atlanta. As Hamlin now going down the rolling back straightaway. Keselowski has now taken the lead on lap 241 because the 11 of Denny Hamlin has had a rare mechanical failure. A header has gone on that car and he is out of the race from the lead. And all of a sudden, Denny Hamlin's hopes of winning the Southern 500 go up in smoke. And now Brad Keselowski in the 6th, who won the race earlier this season here at Darlington, trying to sweep the season, trying to hold the lead. Now it's William Byron. Now it's the 14 of Chase Briscoe has taken the lead now for the first time. This would be a huge upset. And Briscoe would get in the playoffs with a win. He might be able to bump out his teammate of Noah Gragson. If he can do it, Byron, Gibbs, and Keselowski rest of the pack. Now Keselowski takes the lead back here on lap 276 with 90 to go over Chase Briscoe. And now Ty Gibbs has taken the lead back here later from Keselowski. So Gibbs now back out front here in the final stage of racing, trying to bring home his 2nd win of the year and 3rd of his young career so far. Now back underway here because Daniel Hemrick crashed out. So we're back underway here on lap 339 here with 29 laps to go. It is Byron and Keselowski the front row, Gibbs and Truex behind them. Who is going to win the Southern 500? We're going to find out shortly. Keselowski on the outside, Ty Gibbs trying to stay there on the inside lane to make the pass for the lead. Does a wonderful job, but can't quite get there. He's right on Keselowski's left rear quarter panel as they go into 3 and 4, side by side for the lead. The Southern 500, don't count out Josh Berry now. He's in 3rd, trying to get around Ty Gibbs for 2nd. But Keselowski will hold the lead on the restart. As they continue to fight behind him now, Ty Gibbs has taken the lead back here, coming to just 20 laps to go in this race. Just clearly the fastest car out there right now has passed both Brad Keselowski and Josh Berry and is leading the race with 20 to go. And the caution is out here on the racetrack because the 9 of Chase 20 Christopher Bell does it. Christopher Bell went upside down. The 20 sliding on his roof, barrel rolling end over end through turn 1 in a hellacious crash here in Darlington. Up and over goes C. Bell. Unbelievable turn of events late in the Southern 500. And Bell up and over, and his day is done. Also heavy damage to Chase Elliott, and that was right in front of Ty Gibbs, who escapes with the lead. Bell will be out in 27th. Now back underway here with just 16 to go in the Southern 500. Ty Gibbs clears Keselowski with a great restart on the inside lane. How about Michael McDowell in 2nd? This would be a huge upset if he could get another win on the season, as the top 6 have driven away from the rest of the pack here. Gibbs, McDowell, Truex, Keselowski, Berry, and Byron. But looks like it is all Ty Gibbs here in the Southern 500, driving away with the race lead, having a phenomenal sophomore season. He leads with just 15 to go. And now 2 laps remaining, coming to the white flag this time by final lap, presented by Credit One Bank here in the Southern 500 for Ty Gibbs, as he looks to get his 2nd win of 2024 and get to carry some big momentum into the playoffs, as he has a comfortable gap over Keselowski, about a 1.5 seconds. Gibbs has just been able to out-drive him here in this final stage, and an impressive performance. Ty Gibbs won Stage 2, led a lot of laps in this final stage, and as he goes through Turn 4 for the final time, he's going to tame the track. Too tough to tame. Ty Gibbs wins the Southern 500. His 2nd win of the season and the 3rd of his career. Keselowski comes home in 2nd, Michael McDowell 3rd, Josh Berry 4th, and Martin Truex runs out your top 5, followed by William Byron in 6th place. Chase Briscoe comes home in 7th. Bubba Wallace a lap down in 8th, followed by Logano in 9th and Blaney in 10th. As Chase Briscoe just now crosses the line for 7th. So Ty Gibbs your winner with an impressive Southern 500 win here to cap off the regular season of our 2024 NR2003 NASCAR Cup Series season. I think your final race results, of course, Gibbs the winner. A very impressive performance from him. Keselowski comes home in 2nd. A strong set of Darlington races for him this year. Impressive top 5 for McDowell and Berry. Truex in his final Southern 500 comes home in 5th. Byron, Briscoe, Wallace, Logano, Blaney round out the top 10. You see Larson ended up there in 12th. Just that damage was too much for him to continue being a contender in this race. How about Kaz Grala coming home 13th? Very impressive finish from the Rick Ware driver. You see the DNS down there, especially Chris Buescher, Tyler Reddick, and Denny Hamlin, as well as Kyle Busch. Heartbreak for those guys. Reddick, Busch, and Buescher out of the playoffs for the first time in a while. And now your updated final regular season playoff grid standings after our regular season finale here at Darlington. It remains the same. The 16 winners, since we had a repeat winner, no one gets bumped out. So it will be Denny Hamlin, Chastain, Larson, Bell, Wallace, Truex, Gibbs, Elliott, Byron, Bowman, Logano, Blaney, McDowell, Keselowski, Eric Jones, and Noah Gragson gets the final playoff spot for Stewart-Haas Racing in their final season as a team with his win in the Daytona 500. You see Reddick, Buescher, Berry, and Suarez, the first 4 guys out because they had to win. And now we're looking at your updated playoff grid entering the opening round of the playoffs, the round of 16 at Atlanta next week. And no surprise, your regular season champion Kyle Larson is atop the standings with a nice 25-point cushion to the cut line. Denny Hamlin, Chastain, Wallace, Elliott, Truex also all looking good with double-digit gaps above that cut line. Christopher Bell, your defending champion, William Byron, Ty Gibbs, Alex Bowman, all around the top 10. And then the 2 drivers on the bubble, Joey Logano in by 2, Ryan Blaney in by 1, with Michael McDowell, Brad Keselowski, Noah Gragson, and Eric Jones all combined out by 2 points. Are going to be the first 4 below the cut line who need to do some work if they want to advance to the round of 12 after Atlanta, the Glen, and Bristol. And now, before we end the episode, as always, I want to give a shout out to my channel members. So shout out to my boy, Jeremy Isley. Thank you, Jeremy, for your support. I do appreciate it. And if any of you want to become members as well, you can click the link in the description down below or hit the join button next to my channel. You get access to exclusive perks such as early access to videos, members-only polls, and special stickers next to comments under your name. So until next episode, I hope you all have a good one.